Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Hey people, 5 Aces here, and what time is it? That's right, it's the future! That's right, son! We are back in Crystallized Doom with that hype intro, and back on Tournament Dust Bowl now with some reworked terrain as of version 0.534, I guess. And this beautiful, beautiful mod deserves to be shared, so I'm bringing you, just as promised, another game. Spawning in the top, in the blue trunks, wearing the flag of Cabal once again. We have DasDuelon in his signature blue, and his opponent de jour. He is the balancing titan. He is a one-man balancing team, and he's a one-man wrecking crew. ZxGanon, or ZxGanon as it prefers to be called, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to give anyone out favors. We're not going to give out free hand jobs or anything like that. No, sir. Instead, we're going to focus on the game. So, we're already seeing an engineer. We're already seeing the regular Marines of the GDI shooting at a school bus, just what they're supposed to do. Keep it up, boys. Good job. Good hustle. As the engineer runs ahead, scouts ahead, and gets the Tiberium drill station for himself. Now, we're going to see reworked creep mechanics very shortly. And then we're not going to have those puny civilians running around. No, sir. We are going to have Tiberian fiends that actually shoot back, instead of just using a slingshot or whatever they can find. And it's a bit of a slow start for Cabal. We're seeing the Ascenter, the advanced cyborg engineer, with the added benefits that it has medium armor and it can't be crushed. As we're seeing the GDI commit a massacre here and getting some much needed veterancy. Because that's the point of all this creep farming. It's basically Warcraft 3 in disguise. Oh, Grenadier, nice choice. It already got veterancy 4 from shooting at so many school buses. Beautiful. So, I'm wondering if we're gonna see a veterancy 5 Grenadier, because they have a very interesting mechanic in... First of all, they cause very gory deaths. And second... Wait a sec. Oh no, it's gonna... Friendly fire! Jesus! That guy should get his promotion stripped off of him immediately. Stat. Anyway, disc throwers, if promoted to veterancy 5, can actually get EMP grenades, which reliably shut down vehicles and cyborgs. So basically anything Cabal can throw at you for a short period of time. So really good stuff there. First Archon tank out. GDI has yeah, they have those medium armor tanks. It's basically a medium tank compared to what, a Bradley or something. It's got a mounted machine gun as well. Pretty beautiful. 80mm cannon, I believe, and is gonna take care of the Tiberium drill station. And we're going to be introduced to another mechanic in Crystallized Doom. Now, this is an informer, and every faction has one of those guys, or an equivalent, I guess. The informer is a scout unit, simply there to provide vision, line of sight, really big line of sight, mind you, but it's completely unarmed and doesn't do anything other than that. So it's just to keep tabs on your opponent's army. And also the Cabal Informer can't be crushed. Really good stuff. We're gonna see our first engagement. The Marines getting slaughtered by the Husks. Husks, protector of the people, protecting all school buses everywhere. Ascenter. Oh, the Ascenter is behind the derrick. Can ZxGanon spot it in time? Ooh, that's gory. Nope. ZxGanon spotted it, never mind. So now we're gonna talk about GDI. GDI is a bit of an interesting one in this. Like Nod, they have 3 sub-factions. Unlike Nod, they don't pick them at the start. Instead, they pick them at tier 2. So the early game is going to be the same for all the GDI factions, but as soon as they tech up to an armory, which we are maybe going to see, there's a radar already. As soon as they have the armory, they can choose between SOCOM, GDF, and the Steel Talons. Alright, we're going to have our first eco raid here, I guess. Grenadier is still veterancy 4. We have Reapers, really good counter. Reapers they have their net guns back, they can hold all kinds of infantry in place, and they also have got really potent anti-tank rockets, as you can see. Ooh, nice. Really good shots there, but the Grenadier gets so much free damage in here, look at this. Just hurling them pins, striking it. Oh, yes, that's veterancy 5 for the Grenadier. So it can now shut down all kinds of Cabal tech. Good stuff. Also, no dedicated anti-infantry here, so this is a bit painful, but the Grenadier is netted anyway. It's a netting him a kill there. Also, yeah, the big haul, reeling him in right there. Really beautiful stuff. We're having terrorists, the basic air and harassment unit for Cabal, being sent on a mission there. They could pick off some infantry, would be nice. But I guess he prefers not to be spotted. 4 more Archon tanks, so a pretty big armor clump for GDI. Also, transferring his harvesters, it's a bit weird by ZxGanon. Now here's the harassment. He's going to target the harvesters because GDI harvesters... Oh, there's a SAM tower. He should pull through with this, it's worth it, because GDI harvesters have such a high yield. It's like 800 per run, I guess. And if you can kill that off, that's a really big deal. Ooh, also we have a Reaper run by. That's nice dual prong harassment. Really nice. He should get the harvester. DasDuelon, yes, DasDuelon securing the first harvester kill for himself here. You need to harass the eco down, especially versus GDI, because harvesters are so efficient. Really efficient here. Ooh, splat. Getting a nice bug splat here on the poor little marine that got left behind. No man left behind is not true anymore in the future of Crystallized Doom. It's a bleak future. Ooh, and the hover MRLS are hinting at Endzone Marines, are hinting at Ganon having locked in his faction choice, and it's gonna be SOCOM. SOCOM has advanced infantry and also like infantry and power armor basically, and also they have access to the advanced Orca fighters, which might come in handy. Oh, here we see a scout out of ZxGanon. Really useful for providing line of sight, and the first Kronos is out, but here's a push on the original Conyard. Oh, that spells trouble. Saber cut being powered down. No bueno. Now it's starting to fire. It's got a laser, but it's also got recoil, so I'm always wondering what's up with that. The terrorize is completely uncounted here. Also, those are cannon husks, but there is a Cabal commando in the mix. He's in the mix, and he is really good at slaying all kinds of infantry and tanks. The Hover MRLS, a really good choice. I really like the Hover MRLS. Really good, reliable anti-air. Really strong counter to mobile units because the missiles track for very far. Beautiful play here. Ooh, yeah. One salvo from the Hover MRLS takes basic aircraft down. That's how efficient they are. But here's the Kronos, and that big bad boy it's like a mixture between artillery and a frontline tank. It's got insane range, low rate of fire, and it one-shots basically anything. Let's see. Is it gonna target? It's not gonna one-shot the Archon tanks, but anything else. You should target the Hover MRLS because those are more expensive and don't have as much armor. Basically hit and run harassment units also can hover over water just like Jesus. Oh, nice AoE on that splash there. We're seeing advanced Orca fighters, Orca F2, and the Zone Trooper. We're bringing out the big boys now. Those guys have power armor, they're half as big as a tank, and they act like a tank. Those are basically the frontliners. Armor-piercing rifles and whatnot. Ooh, that's bad for DasDuelon. He needs an Obelisk of Darkness or some sort of anti-air, or he's gonna get shredded here. Kronos, not knowing what to do, can't point his gun upwards. Really in a bad spot here. And there is another eco raid. Nah. No, boys, you're not gonna be able to prevail versus a Kronos. Those are just too fat of a tank to really be shunned away. There's Orcas. And again, no anti-air. Like, that's the only thing that DasDuelon needs right now. Wow. Really nice one-shot on that MRLS. So with those Kronos, it's actually an interesting unit because target selection becomes really important. He needs to target the Zone Troopers. Look at this. What a slaughter. The massacre of Tournament Rift. Ooh, the splash though. Getting him Veterancy 1. But yeah, no anti-air again. It's gonna be his downfall here. So what DasDuelon needs is either a Tarantula, which is a ground anti-air unit, or SAM sites, which in the case of Cabal are called Obelisk of Darkness. He might remember those models. He's preparing for a counterattack though. He might be able to do some damage. Oh, what? That was kind of an anticlimactic ending. Well, he kind of lost his eco. He still had like 2 or 3 harvesters down there, but he wasn't in a good spot. I can see that. Sorry, my phone's going off again. Well, that was an interesting match, but a bit short for my taste. So as of Crystallized Doom, we're not able to see the length of replays anymore here. We don't have a percent timer, so you never know how long it is. The 10 minutes is a bit short. That's more of an appetizer. I'm going to look for another game, even if it means going back to an older version. Anyway, it's been tons of fun. Here is the transition.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
And just like that, we're back with round 2. I managed to uncover an old replay from one of the older playtests. It doesn't have the pretty terrain yet, as well as many of the balance changes, but the game itself is mostly the same. So this was DasDuelon versus ZxGanon round 2. I guess, like, chronologically speaking, it was round 1, but disregard. We're going to have ourselves a really interesting map in Tournament Rift, which does not only feature blue Tiberium crystals and a couple civilians to the middle, but also an old Tiberian Dawn base, which I really like. That's a nice touch, you know. You see the old Temple of Nod, you see the old weapons factory, the old con yard. Really nice. Also a bit dangerous because the civilians, if the Tiberium grows too far, the civilians are going to step on the Tiberium involuntarily, and they have no AI yet, so they are just going to turn into Visceroids. It's quite the risk. And this time, ZxGanon went for his signature faction Nod, while DasDuelon obviously went for Cabal again, because he mostly plays Cabal, from what I've seen so far. And immediately the slaughter begins. The Nod saboteurs are, by the way, camouflaged while moving, while not capturing. It's a pretty interesting mechanic. And also, I see some rookies here. So this time it's definitely not technology Nod. This time ZxGanon has locked in a different doctrine. We will see as time goes on. We see Rocketeers and rookies as well as a saboteur. You have to kill those walls in order to gain access to the old Eric's. As always, DasDuelon a bit late on the cyborg production plant. He always goes for a refinery first, so that it kind of delays your opportunity to take the middle or to take any oil derricks. Ooh, that's a slaughter and a half. Killing a school bus in one hit. Thanks, Rocketeer. Thanks, Obama. Uh-oh, don't step on the tip. It's so dangerous. As of this patch, tip does a ridiculous amount of damage to infantry. You have to be really cautious. We are this time seeing an early informer out of DasDuelon. An interesting strategy. That way he can win early infantry engagements, because he has all the light of sight. But that's pretty scary, man. We have lots of veteran C3 and 4 Rocketeers and rookies. Keep in mind, those are not really good, because I think he went propaganda. Let's see. Oh wow, double silo, what? Silos got an overhaul, by the way, like the Nod silos look differently now. Way more interesting visually. But functionally, obviously still the same. And it depends on what tech is going to come out now. We're soon going to find out which doctrine he has locked in regardless. That's a Tiberium drill station triple cap for ZxGanon, so a really good early game boost to his economy. And he's going to expand very early. Wow, and DasDuelon went for a radar rush. We have the Cabal radar here. And I guess he's going for... I don't know what tech he's going for. Maybe skirmishers, let's see. Oh, that's an Overseer. So the Overseer buffs infantry in his vicinity. It kind of gives him, like, you see this blue sketch mark there. Means that they're being buffed and they actually have more accuracy and more rate of fire. DasDuelon expanding a bit late here. Keep in mind, in Crystallized Doom as of now, the meta has formed that way that seeing as the construction yard is very expensive, you pretty much are forced to move out with your original MCV, which poses at least a small risk. A chameleon spy out for ZxGanon as well. Are they going to reveal each other? No, wait, the... Oh, it's not there. Ah, the Overseer does have stealth detection, I forgot. So the Chameleon Spy gets shut down immediately. What else do we have here? Flamer turrets, really deadly versus infantry. We've seen those before. Another Chameleon Spy, just keeping tabs on what DasDuelon is doing down south side. Oh, not bikes. Trying to kill the Engineer. Engineer now trying to recapture. Wow, that's the Cybernetic Jaguar. Unit offline. Oh, nice focus fire here. He's trying to get the Centaur. They can shoot over walls, by the way, so that's really useful. Sometimes works. I think it's supposed to work. That was some really nice juking here by the Engineer for the Centaur here for DasDuelon. Really impressive play. So now he can snack back the lyric. I like that. System failure. Oh, not attack bikes are pretty good, but as soon as they're in range of the cannon husks, they're toast. By the way, cannon husks look a lot like the Terminator. Just look at the model. Really like it. It's basically the Terminator. Suck versus infantry, obviously. Run by of 6 nod mods, as they used to be called. This is center. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna progress much further here. Chameleon Spy snuck into the base of DasDuelon. So let's see about this engagement now. The Jaguar could really turn the tide. Where's the Jaguar? Did it get killed already? Ah, so much mass. No, that's no good. And at the same time, oh wow! The cannon husks really make short work of attack bikes. As well as a Reaper. Look at how good the Reaper and the cannon husks are. Wow. Gory animation there. Not attack bike driver, just getting torn to shreds. It's pretty, like those custom animations are really beautiful. Impressive. Oh no, the Jaguar is down there. The Devourer as it's called. So yeah, we're seeing an air rush. Cabal helipad. Versus, ooh, Spectres. So Spectres, as of this patch, got changed a bit. They have higher damage, but they now have to deploy. So just like the original Nod artilleries. And depending on the faction choice, they have 1 of 3 different upgrades. Let's see which one DasDuelon has opted for. I still can't find out right now. What? That's a Fanatic! Holy shit! So Fanatics are suicide units. Now, that's propaganda. Those are propaganda exclusive. Is he gonna blow up? Oh, damn. He didn't kill anything though. It's like a bit luck dependent. If they get their full explosion damage off, then they're gonna kill. Yeah, just like that. Deleting a Reaper. And ooh, Havocs. The heavy gunships out for ZxGanon. That's not heavy gunships. So propaganda, I hope we're gonna see the propaganda Zeppelin. Or blimp. That would be awesome. More Fanatics! Oh god, Fanatics are so hilarious. It's basically a suicide unit with a suicide pack or whatever. Oh, what? He didn't die himself, that's kind of a bug. Like he got part of his damage off and then didn't get killed himself. Interesting, but shouldn't happen. Usually they're supposed to just explode. And that's that. Havoc gunships, really, really good. ZxGanon has a DasDuelon has a really good counter though, in the form of his terrorists. He's also got Dreadfire, and in case you're not aware, Dreadfire and Reaper make for a really good anti-infantry combination because the Reaper can just net infantry so they can't move, and the Dreadfire is a mech that has dual flamethrowers with massive AoE. So if the Reapers get a few nice nets from the backlines and then the Dreadfire just shoot to kill, nothing just stands in their way. It's basically making minced meat out of infantry. But that's a sizable push, wow. Okay. Even the Havocs are really deadly. Do we have any more doctrines locked in? It's going for the oil derrick. Yep, that's gonna deny DasDuelon a bit of income. Pretty smart. And the Pteroids can't engage because, unlike the higher tier jets, Pteroids can still be targeted by Rocketeers. And there are Rocketeers in abundance here. He needs to focus out this, like Duelon needs to focus out the Spectres. And the Havocs. Havocs are so deadly. high explosive AoE rockets. Oh, that's the radar. War Factory radar. Expensive push already. Oh, an Obelisk of Darkness though. Obelisk of Darkness basically one-shots all aircraft. Advanced. Ooh, and it's such a long range. Did you see that? It blew up the Havoc over there. Dreadfire's coming in finally. Oh yeah, and that's what I was talking about. Netting into Flame Burst. Burn, baby, burn. How shocking. Wow. All the infantry is toast here. Yeah. Spectres have to pull back. Undeploy and run home. Book it. Tarantulas, we're seeing those the first time, I believe. Those are anti-air units, but they can also engage ground. Oh, the terrorists have found the harvesters. So many rocketeers though. So deadly. Oh wait, I think Ganon actually powered down his war factory. It's the way it looks at least. Huh. You can do that in Crystallized Doom for whatever reason. The Ptera is going on a harvester hunt. And the Rocketeers are just not that mobile, so pretty good call. But there's a SAM site popping and a Venom. So the Venom are more like anti-air VTOLs. And the SAM site obviously doing its part as well. Yay! Those two are, well, this one Reaper can still go on a harvester hunt. Let's see how many harvesters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. That one got denied. Beautiful. Nice micro there by DasDuelon. Just picking off unsuspecting harvesters. There is still a rookie here. Why doesn't the rookie get killed? Just standing there. They're pretty garbage though, so rookies don't really do anything. Oh, we've got a Visceroid incursion! Yes! I'm pretty sure what happened is that the civilians actually got turned into Visceroids, and the Visceroids just decided to go like on a sightseeing tour in Ganon's base. Pretty hilarious. So now that the Reaper is back, this time he's brought anti-air support in form of the Tarantulas. That's a better call, I like it. And he's not gonna find any... Wow, there's so much damage. Whoa, and 6 Fanatics here. It does... So the Reaper is really good versus Harvesters, as we have seen before. But it doesn't have anti-air, so it needs to kite back here. Havocs are kind of slow, as you can see. Like, you can outrun Havocs. Oh, nice, the Tarantula's picking him off. Beautiful. One left, but still, it should do the trick. Yep. Oh, basically one shot, nah, two-shotting the Venoms. Or the, whatchamacallit? Yeah, Venoms. I was right there. There's a couple more Rocketeers, and they have an upgrade. I think it's the Propaganda upgrade, which makes them 50% cheaper. Maybe it's also the rate of fire upgrade or the munitions upgrade, I don't know. I'm not that familiar with Propaganda, not yet. 6 Fanatics, they could cause some major damage. Can blow up a Conyard, I believe. I really like that DasDuelon is mixing in Overseers. They just give your units so much more efficiency in terms of combat, and they also really tanky themselves and have stealth detection. So Overseers are always good to mix in with your basic cyborgs. Part of the problem is that... Oh yeah, he's got tier 3 though. So we're seeing a couple Hellions, we're seeing the Conyard going to expand. That's pretty good so far. Pyramid of Naught though, so there is tier 3 for ZxGanon as well. So let's see what is gonna come out of this. Oh yeah, and the Pyramid of Naught also gives you an upgrade that automatically promotes all the infantry to Veterancy 1. So they're now 50% in price and Veterancy 1 automatically. It's really scary. But we've got a couple Hellions, those are like anti-infantry AoE artillery. Let's see how this engagement is gonna go. Oh, the plasma balls. If they land like here in the middle of this, then ZxGanon is gonna have a very, very bad day. Oh, instead he wastes it on single infantry units. Too bad. Oh shit. Spectres have deployed. I don't think he wants to take this engagement. I really don't think DasDuelon wants to take this. His artillery is too close for comfort. There are venoms coming in hot. No, he needs to pull back. Retain as much as he can. Tarantulas, yeah, Tarantulas shooting down the air at least. And that's a Raven. Ravens are dedicated fighter jets. Really beautiful wrecks. Dedicated fighter jets, and all they can do is target other air units. They cannot engage ground targets, but in turn, they can... Were those the fanatics? Yes. In return, the Ravens cannot be targeted by basic anti-air themselves. Only by advanced anti-air and SAM sites. So the fanatics blew up something. Oh, it's the war factory. Almost the cyber plant. I would actually go for the power core. There's still one fanatic remaining. Oh no, it's a chameleon spy, sorry. Look very similar. Yeah, more and more Ravens, and that's just gonna deny all the air. Oh, we're seeing the first propaganda avatar. So, avatars are exclusive to the propaganda doctrine here, and they buff infantry just much like the Confessors, but I think they actually buff the damage. Also, holy shit, Black Hand Flamers. So those guys have heavy armor, and a flamethrower. Oh, nice eco-snipe. Nice micro here. A really beautiful micro there by DasDuelon. So the Black Hand Flamers obviously can't do anything versus the Reapers. But they're really good versus blobs, and they have heavy armor. Oh, but the avatars. So much damage with their lasers. Avatars are deadly. And there's another upgrade being researched in the Pyramid of Nod. I'm wondering. Probably the Black Flame upgrade, considering he's gone for so much flame. Obelisk of Light here as well, to just deny anything that comes out there. So, what I really would like to see DasDuelon produce is Chronos, because they have a long range and they can slug it out with other artillery, or maybe just more Hellions. Have higher range. Ah, that's the Piranha. No, wait, is it called Piranha? Yeah. Piranha, that's the basic fighter jet for Cabal, but just not even half as cool as the Ravens. Just look at the Ravens. Awesome. Ooh, that's within obelisk range. Anyway, so the Ravens are going to engage, and the Piranhas got caught off guard by the Rocketeers. No, can't beat Rocketeers. Oh god. Going for the old base here. Black Hand Flamers are really deadly there. And the Havoc targeting the old temple in the hopes of getting the last secrets of Cain. Nope, nothing in there. Uh-oh, running over the Tiberium, this is a bad choice. Oh my god! So, what happened there is the Tiberium killed some of the rookies, and they turned into Visceroids, and everything was set to attack move, so the AoE from the Flamers killed like half the army. Pretty hilarious, but still, he's got such an eco lead, ZxGanon that is. Yeah, Chronos, I like seeing the Chronos. They should kill the artillery if possible. Just focus it out as fast as possible. Very interesting game development. I think, at this point, ZxGanon just has too much of the map. Black Hand Flamers are immune to Tiberium, it seems. Oh, that's a Black Flame upgrade, yep. We're going to see some shit go down. As soon as those hit, like look at the blue Black Flame, it's so deadly. Also a couple Confessors, huh. So Confessors are also like advanced infantry. But Black Flame Spectres are so deadly. So what he needs to counter this is either some air units or the Hellions, because they have a higher range. Wow. That was some really good AoE. Impressive. He needs to retain the Hellions and target the Spectres. More Hellions are needed right now for him. Anything else is just a waste to produce at this point. We're gonna see a dogfight. Nice, but running into an Obelisk of Darkness. And there are more core obelisks, so those are basically... those are ground defenses. Much like an Obelisk of Light. Tarantulas picking off the Ravens. He really needs to get rid of the Ravens here, and the prime target for him would be the Spectres. The Spectres need to go. Those are so deadly. If those are left unchecked, they can like obliterate entire blobs. And the Kronos, Kronos not focusing on the Spectres, and they're slow. They're amphibious, but slow. Like they're just gonna get chewed away by the Spectres. Oh, good hits though. Good hustle. Getting some veterancy. If those can get to veterancy 5, those are like some of the deadliest units in the game. So if we check the line of sight, that's why. So DasDuelon doesn't really have a spotter. Ooh, Kronos going down. DasDuelon would need a Piranha, but he doesn't seem to be aware right now. And the Raven for ZxGanon just gives him so much line of sight. Fighter jets have the best line of sight in the game. Hands down. Avatars being targeted? Well, at least that's something. Good lord. So, an artillery battle and a half. We have the commandos again. Cabal commandos going in. No. Blobbing is not advised versus Kronos. Just not at all. But it's power overwhelming. So much stuff here. So many Rocketeers. And they're too cheap. Oh, that's a Harbinger! That's the hero unit. Well, a quick minute of silence for the Harbinger. Harbinger is a hero unit for Cabal, costs like 6k, but there was just too much in its way. This game is pretty over, but still very entertaining to watch and to cast. Kronos, I don't think are the right call. Hellions would be better, they just have more range. They can poke safely. I think they have more range than a Spectre does. Yeah. Oh, veterancy 4 on this Spectre artillery. That is disgusting. Just one-shotting a Kronos. Problem is Kronos are really slow. Hellions are faster. So Hellions can just dodge around the projectiles. This Raven here is a bit ballsy, but it gives so much line of it. Look at this. 6 Spectres basically one-shot a Conyard. That's how powerful they are with the Black Flame upgrade. And that's the cue to attack here. We're gonna see more dogfights? No targets for the Ravens, unfortunately. That's too bad. Oh well, he's running right over the Tiberium. He's making the same mistake again, just running over the Tiberium, getting slaughtered, getting pincered between Tiberium Fiends, Visceroids, his own Spectre shells. That was not a good trade. Wow, veterancy 4 Avatar though. Those guys just don't die. They regen like crazy, they have crazy damage, rate of fire. Oh god, so many avatars. So many avatars. They cost like 2k, I believe. DasDuelon trying for a last feeble attempt at a counter push. Just trying to get his Cabal commandos in there, do some damage to the base. But it's all over but the crying. The Obelisk of Light one-shots them. They're not as strong as they used to be in Tiberian Sun, they're now mass producible. No. That is not gonna happen, buddy. No sir, no pasaran. Oh, and they're gonna duke it out with the Flamers now. Blackhand Flamers versus Cabal Commandos. Under normal circumstances, the Cabal Commandos should win. Yeah. That's still some good damage put out by the Flamer as well. Holy shit, that was pretty brutal. Yeah, now closing in on the last base, and that is probably it. As my game gets even a bit framey because the engine is not optimized yet, despite me having a really fast laptop. So apologies for the framiness, it's just part of the engine right now. Will be optimized in the future. And the Kronos just don't have the damage output to take on avatars. Oh, are we gonna see? Yes, we're gonna see one more dogfight. Oh, nice. The Raven's targeting all the Piranhas, and the Piranhas are just on hold fire, I guess. Oh, that's it. What a blob here, look at this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 avatars. Like, 8 Spectres, all fully upgraded and vetted. Pretty brutal game. That was fun to cast and watch. A really good match. Thanks to Ganon for providing me with those. And thanks to you guys for watching. The next replay is going to be OpenRA, is going to be Red Alert again, but the playtest. And I'm going to keep the schedule up of having one Crystallized Doom Shoutcast and one regular OpenRA Red Alert Shoutcast or Tiberian Dawn Shoutcast a week. As for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. 5 Isis out.
Battle control offline.